All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving our praises and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashim
Ba'ashem
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashim
Ba'ashem
Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yesharala that rule well. And salutations to your Akim out there in the highways and the byways, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. And today we're just going to do a quick lesson, and it's going to be on ruling our spirit. You know, not to be over emotional, over angry, you know, to really reason in every situation that we're in. You know, not make irrational decisions. You know, based on how hectic the situation is, or things like that. You know, but always keep a calm, cool, and collective spirit and think things through. You know, and it's easier said than done. You know, because when feelings are and emotions are flaring up and all that. You know, but hey, we that's why we have the scriptures to teach us to learn how to do that. You know, to how to reason, how to overcome that. You know, so this is Ecclesiastes 7:9. It says, "Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger rested in the bosom of fools." You know, so when something gets you angry, you know, don't be quick to react on it. You know, but if anything, keep calm. Ask yourself, is it worth it? You know, why am I angry? You know, cause why? Cause if you don't think about anything, you just let that anger take over you. You're gonna end up in situations that you don't even want, and to the point where it might cost you your life. You know, when you could have just backed away from it and walked away. You know, sometimes it isn't even that serious, but because you're going through so much, you feel like it is, and you want to react on it. But that's why we have to judge righteous judgment, like the scriptures say. If I may get the Salakia. You got some?
Okay, this Proverbs 18, verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Right? So, you know, depending on the things you say that come out your mouth, all right, it will cause an outcome, whether good or bad, man. And if you're in an angry state where you can't ration properly, you're gonna spew out something a fool will say, man, and you put yourself in a bad situation where you could just use discretion and defer that anger, as the scriptures tell you, man. Matter of fact, I'll get that real quick while you get that. This is the book of Proverbs 19 and 11. The discretion of a man deferreth his anger, right? Meaning what, man? He's not gonna let the anger overtake him, man. Mm-hmm. Right? You know, because like the brother Matt read right now, anger rested in the bosom of a fool. All right, fool can comprehend reasoning. All right, yeah. He's impulsive, man. All right, he can't rule his spirit and discern the situation, man. As a righteous judge, like the brother said, man. And it says, it is his glory to pass over a transgression. Right. That's what the scriptures tell you, man. Be ye angry and sin not. Because you could be angry at folly. The scriptures tell you that hate wickedness or vehemently, or something along those lines. So we're supposed to abhor sin, man. You know, but at the same time, we're not supposed to let our emotions, put us in a situation where we could be harmful, hurt, and affect other brothers as well. All right, that's what scriptures tell you, man. Walking out with a mighty man, or what it says, with
a bold fellow.
With a bold fellow, man. Cause you could go ahead, bro.
I don't know, cause what a bold fellow is just gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. Get angry when he wants, start fights when he wants, and you don't want that. Be around people like that, and you yourself don't want to be that type of individual. You want to be someone that thinks things through. You know, that's what a lot of people don't do that nowadays. That's why a lot of people get killed. A lot of people get in situations they could have avoided because they just run on emotion. You know, this is John 7:24. It says, "Just judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment." And that's what we're supposed to do. We have to we have to strive to the best of our ability to keep our emotions intact, and and judge righteous judgment. Still keep our integrity and our faith towards the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and deal according to it, no matter how angry something gets us, no matter how off our square something tries to get us, to realize, okay, how, hey, one thing that helps is what will Yahweh Shai have done. Ask yourself that. What did the scriptures say? when somebody's angry and is ready to fight, is it worth it? You know, can you avoid it? Or instead of of course if he's already attacking you, yeah, you defend yourself. But prior to that, what are you looking at? Ooh, yeah, you don't always have to say I ain't looking at shit, or give a rough answer, but it's oh no, my bad, bro. I was just looking past you. I wasn't even looking at you. You know that that's how we're supposed to rule. Yeah, we're men and all that, and sometimes if you want to be in that spirit, like nigga, you're not gonna punk me, but hey, is it really that serious? You know?
Right. Exactly. Is it Proverbs 15:1? A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. All right, and that's what these people don't understand the spirit, man. So if you respond with a harsh word or harsh answer, they're just gonna stir up the flare up those demons that are causing the situation to begin with, man. Right? And then what does scripture tell you, man? He that had no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. Meaning anybody who come and mess with you, man.
Yeah.
If someone could easily tick you off, they could manipulate you, man. They can just ruin your whole day.
Hey, there's a saying in the world that says if somebody can make you angry, they can control you. Because they'll know how to get under your skin. They'll know how to make you react the way they wanna react. But when you have that common collective spirit and that rule over your spirit, you know, people won't know what to do with you. You know, that's why Esau Edom get he that's why we're a threat to him because we don't act on emotions and we don't do that. So he actually he doesn't know what to do. He puts all this stuff to try to sway us, try to get us emotional, try to take us off our square, whether it be too sad or love too much, because there is a thing about loving too much, especially the wrong things. Too angry. But when we're common collective and we reason instead of acting the way Esau Edom wants to act, it puts him in a situation like shit. How the fuck can I get these guys? And especially in the times that we're coming in. In the times we're coming in, hey man, we got to be on our P's and Q's and literally move according to wisdom. Isaiah, what is it, the 36th chapter, if I'm not mistaken? Or 33rd, was his wisdom and knowledge to be the stability of thy times. If you're emotional, you're not going to act according towards wisdom and knowledge. And you're going to get yourself killed out here in these days, man. So we gotta practice and strive to the best of our ability to rule or to learn how to rule our spirit, so we would know how to maneuver to the best of our ability according to the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai instead of our own emotions.
I got one real quick. It's Matthew 10:16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." So that also tell you, man, we're just sheep, man. We already are prey because we depart from sin, man.
Yeah.
The Lord, he has us in a situation where we're vulnerable without Him. So if we act outside the scriptures, man, then that's when evil comes our way, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we gotta follow according to what the scriptures tell you, man.
We're not here to fight or be tough guys. We're just here to preach the word. So keep going.
It says, "Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves."
Right. So we gotta walk with that wisdom that the Lord gave us and harmless as a dove. Now it's not always gonna happen. But that's what the scriptures say. This is Romans 12:18. It says, if it be possible, to the best of your ability, as much as lieth in you, right? To the best of your ability, live peaceably with all men. If you could avoid trouble, avoid it. Now, like I said, sometimes people will test you and they'll get to the point where you tried and then they still wanna. That's when you still rule your spirit, but you're able to defend yourself in that time, if it happens. But if you could avoid all that before it gets to even get to that point, hey, then that's the way we're supposed to maneuver. That's what we should be doing. Hey, when somebody comes at you, like for example, here we have right here in Chicago, there's a lot of gang violence, right? So Jake, Jake sees another Jake and wants to be like, oh, are you from my hood? Are you from this? Instead of being like, nah, bro, giving a rough answer. No, that, hey, use wisdom. Like, oh, hey, bro, I ain't your enemy. I know who our enemy is, and then you go in and it'll eventually, if you use the words correctly and if the spirit is dealing, it could lead to you edifying somebody. Like, because who is gonna talk like who talks like the way we talk? Who's gonna go? Oh, you're not my enemy. I know my enemy. They're gonna be like, what the? When they hear some shit like that, like, what? This I never heard. Nobody say it. What are you talking about, bro? And then you tell them, it's like, oh shit, that's moving in wisdom, you know. Instead of hell nah, you better not, you know. I wish you nigga, things like that. That what gets you in trouble. That's you not ruling your emotions, you know.
So, and what did the Lord said about David? Man, he moved
Wisdom,
with wisdom. All right, he was a mighty man.
right?
When we got when he was fleeing persecution
From Saul.
from Saul, he faced, I think it was an Ammonite king or something like that. He feigned himself to be mad, meaning retarded. So he was using wisdom right there, man, because that's something that the scriptures teaches, man. Use subtlety. All right, if you're in a jam, don't you not always gotta play that mighty that that strong persona all the time, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Right.
So like the scriptures before honor come humility, man. Sometimes you gotta be humble in situations, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That'll get you farther than anything else. If anything, you'll survive longer than these irrational, impulsive ass niggas. You know, a lot of people have died simply because they couldn't give up a parking spot. Or because somebody stepped in their shoes. That's all of emotion and impulse. That's not ruling your spirit at all. This is Proverbs 16:32. It says, "He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city." Because when you rule your spirit in all aspects, you um you know how to maneuver, and the way you move is gonna be so different, and it's gonna be full of wisdom, and people are gonna notice that. Like, they even show you that in the movies. The people that always the character that the people always get wooed off, get excited, is the one that's calm and collected during the battle, the brave one, yeah, and all that, you know. So it goes a long way, and being able to rule your spirit makes you one of the best leaders. You know, a very good leader, because you're gonna deal according to facts. You're gonna deal according to the scriptures, and you're not gonna go off emotion. They show you that a lot of times in the movies, somebody gets killed. You got some impulsive ass niggas. Oh, we gotta go get him back. We gotta kill him now. Then you have the wise and the guy with reasoning that's more calm. Like, nah, relax. We'll get him, but it's not the time, because then if we do, they'll know and they'll ambush us and all that. You know. So it goes a long way when it comes to ruling your spirit. Now, like we said, it's easier said than done, because when those emotions are flaring up, it's hard. Right. But that's what we gotta keep practicing, keep this in mind, so that it'll happen less than more, you know.
And well, I just want to say this. It ultimately goes into the fight that we have, man, which is we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but spiritual beings in high places, man. So ultimately, it's just demons that we battling, man. These people got demons on them, and it's not really them, but those demons that are causing the situation to arise, man. So really, our spirit is greater than their spirit, man. So we're so able to combat, and overcome, all right, anything, man, with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. All right, because this isn't a carnal fight. It's a spiritual one, and that's a greater fight than the physical, man. That's scripture tell you, man, to walk in the spirit, and you're not supposed to fulfill the lust of the flesh. Because the lust of flesh, what? It bring envy, strife, such things that are carnal, man. But the spirit is a loving spirit, a peaceful spirit. All right. And that's what Yahweh Shai came to do, man. This is the peacemaker shall inherit the earth, man.
Hey, an emotional individual cannot keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. They'll get offended, they'll get too fed up, and because they're too over emotional, they'll end up leaving the truth. They'll end up bugging out. Walking in righteousness in a world full of wickedness that pushes wickedness, that makes you look like a lame, like a goofy, like all just looked down upon. That and still keeping righteousness, that's you ruling your spirit. That's part of you being able to rule your spirit, because it doesn't feel good when you're rejected, at all. But we have to suck it up until the Lord comes back and sets things right, because we gotta understand that we're in this wicked society, so that also goes into you being able to rule your spirit, because you're not gonna react on emotions, you're not gonna react on what people think about you. You're still gonna stay faithful to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and keep your integrity towards Him, and keep the law, statutes, and commandments no matter what people say. That's it. Hey, so with that, hopefully, brethren, we're edified. We're gonna end it by giving our praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yesharada that rule well, and salutations to Yakim out there in the highways and the byways, preaching His word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba.